Eureka.
Jamaican horns.
We make plays every day. We make plays every day. We make plays every day.
Jamaican horns.
We make plays every day. We make plays.
Yeah, we going live.
We make plays every day.
Yes. Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogart Scott-Free, here with my esteemed colleague, The Goo. What's happening, Goo?
Oh, back at it again. You know, never sleep. You know what I'm saying? We're breaking
Literally.
down. The emotions have calmed down, from Monday.
The wide range of emotions.
We went
Jamaicans.
ups and downs. We got some good tree in our system. You know what I'm saying? Some THC, some CBD. You know what I'm saying? So we feeling good.
Yeah. Right out the gate, want to shout out our sponsor, Milk and Honey. You know what I'm saying? Follow us at the GMM Network. Follow me at Bogart Scott Free World. Follow my esteemed colleague, The Goo, at the Guru 408. Today's show, we are broadcasting live on IG. We are also broadcasting from a secret location, and we may or may not be in the Area 51 desert. You know what I'm saying?
Cannot be confirmed nor denied.
Jamaicans, nope. See, they can't confirm or deny it
They
neither.
ain't got access. They're at the gate.
So what are we doing today? We talking about the rankings, right? This is the great debate.
Yes, sir.
The great debate.
We're here to call each other out. I'm here to go over your rankings. Check out,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got the rankings of straight madness. Top four, the 40 receivers I like in order of how I like them. Same thing with the running backs. We got a top 15 quarterbacks. I think because that's basically all the ones I would really feel comfortable with starting this week.
Yep. Standard stuff. You know how we do.
And you know what I'm saying? We'll go through some streaming defenses and tight end options as well. You know what I'm saying? For the great debate in week 7.
Yep. We start off with the running back position. You put your boy Dalvin Cook number 1, Leonard Fournette number 2. I see you put Saquon Barkley number 3 on the
Yeah, I
list.
have him as
Is
playing.
he confirmed, ready to go?
Real quick, if he doesn't play, I know some people.
You know, so you made a
I
call?
know some people, you know what I'm saying? Jamaicans, they had made a phone call, you know what I mean? They had let me know. They was like, blah, you know what I mean? You know, so that means he might play.
He's questionable, trending up. That's what that means. Perfect.
And
It's a great matchup for him if he does play.
Oh yeah.
Come back,
and if
Arizona.
he doesn't play, we're gonna talk about where we would put one Wayne Gallman, aka Wayne's World, Jamaicans. Because I think he's a great play too if there is no Barkley. He's just not gonna be no fucking top 5 play.
All right, so the first discrepancy I see on your list that I want to bring up, you have Todd Gurley ranked number 9th.
I have that's if he plays.
Yeah, the ECR has him right now currently at number 32. Obviously, that's their thinking. He's not going to play.
He's not going to play, yeah.
But if he plays, you think he's foolproof in this matchup?
It's Atlanta.
I mean, what the ranking right here tells me is that they're pretty iffy on him actually playing. So I don't think he's going to play this week.
I don't disagree, but right now it is Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be monitoring this thing. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to the wire. This is the only information we got. But if he does play, he will be damn near 2 weeks removed from field action, or live action. There you go. That's what they say, right? Yeah, he'll be almost 2 weeks removed from that calf and thigh contusion.
Okay, if he doesn't play, say he doesn't play, where do you put a guy like Malcolm Brown or Darrell Henderson?
This is why I have you here with me, the Goo, because that's where I come through with a conundrum.
Okay, Todd Gurley's out. Where are you ranking Malcolm Brown now?
No, that's what I'm saying. This is why this is a
putting
great
it back
first
on me.
order of business.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, I literally didn't slot them in yet. I know where I'll put Wayne's World because he's just one guy. It's not like we're gonna have
for all our Instagram followers who don't know Wayne's World.
Wayne's World is Wayne Gallman.
Yes. Is he playing too? Have you heard? Do you have any updates for me on these guys?
No, I mean,
Did you make a call?
It is Wednesday. They had me on hold.
All right.
They had me on hold. Jamaicans, get him on a conference. Get him on the Jamaican horn.
Let's see here. Let me go through your list. Kerryon Johnson, you put him at 11. He's at 13 on the consensus. I'm down on him. I don't like either of your rankings.
Playing the Vikings.
I don't like. He didn't really do nothing for me last week.
You know what? Tough run defense with the Packers. Same thing with
Minnesota this week. Even it is at
same
home
thing with
for them.
Minnesota. But here's the thing: is the volume that he gets, and they use him in the passing game. It was a weird game on Monday because it was like you had McKissick out there too. I think they're gonna, you know me, when I make these rankings, this is me standing firm on what I think. But I am flexible to move around Kerryon Johnson where you feel. But so before you give me your 2 cents, I'll tell you why I have him there.
Yes.
Because divisional matchups, right? They're gonna try to do their best Vikings on the Vikings and run like shit on them. You know what I'm saying? And because that's the only way they're gonna be able to open up this play action. Because that's what they were trying to attempt to bust that out on a Monday. They even tried some screen passes, some quick slants to T.J. Hawkins. I could see that again, and a lot of that stuff it's gonna be more less challenging to pull off. You know what I'm saying? If they're able to establish any kind of run, but. I
don't believe that they will be. So, do you believe they will be able to establish?
I think so.
Okay, then I'm gonna let you hold firm on your ranking there. I'm down on him. And ECR has him at 13. I'm dropping him lower than that.
Okay.
That's just me.
I have him 2 spots higher than ECR, right? So you don't agree with the ECR
either?
ECR, by the way, playmakers. That's the expert consensus ranking every week on the Great Debate. You know, me and the Goo, we go over my madness rankings. And we look at the experts' consensus just to see how far my madness really goes.
I kind of play judge and the jury.
Exactly. You're like an arbitrator.
The arbitrator, yes.
Yeah.
I'm fair. Thank you. Remember that. Okay. The other thing that I see that you put Josh Jacobs in the top 10 at number 8. The consensus has him at 14. Green Bay is kind of a tough matchup, but they are coming off a bye. Yeah. He is coming off a great game against the Bears. Go ahead and give me your Josh Jacobs pitch. RB1 this week is what you're saying. It's
really volume. And coach speak with Chucky is something I'll buy into. And what he said 2 weeks ago is we want to get him more involved in the passing game, and we've seen that. I just think that needle keeps going upwards.
I agree. There's more upside there, and he proved it in a week against the
Chicago Bears. Yeah.
Yep. It was in London.
Mm-hmm. For the record, in the Chicago Bears defense, they did fly in on Friday, and Hakeem Hicks went down early.
Hakeem Hicks?
Yeah, Hakeem.
Yeah, Hakeem Hicks.
I had it
right.
I thought
you were talking about Hakeem Nicks for a minute.
Yeah, I had it right the first time with Hakeem.
You did.
I was getting confused. Yes. You know, this happens a lot.
He gets confused.
Right here on the GMM Network. Jamaicans!
Shout out Hakeem Nicks, friend of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
New York Giants, right?
Yep, yeah, New York
Giants. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I remember that kid. I've streamed him.
That was
the DK guy right there.
He was the guy back
Plug him in as DraftKings. Oh, I got my DK shirt on too. What?
Yep. Shout out
to all the playmakers.
One guy that I see you're a little down on this week, Aaron Jones. You know, you don't like what you saw from Monday night, the bad drop, the fumble.
That doesn't really have much to play into it. What really has much to play into is that
it's kind of a good matchup.
It's a great matchup, but the last 2 weeks was without Jamal Williams. And if you remember when they lost Jamal Williams, it was very early in that Thursday nighter against the Eagles.
Yep.
Then what happened? We didn't really see that much Aaron Jones. Then when you had a whole week to game plan with just Aaron Jones, we still see a little bit of that guy Trey Carson in there, even though he was just in a role to relieve Aaron Jones.
Yep.
We're going to go back to what we've been seeing. It's like, it's not a 50-50 split by any means. Something like a 65-35 type of deal, 70-30, but there's also the hot hand approaches in play. This is like, this date, what's his name? Matt LaFleur, the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. When he was with the Tennessee Titans last season as their offensive coordinator, we've seen him do this same shit with Derrick Henry and Deion Lewis, where the hot hand approach is always in play. And sometimes the hot hand approach will turn into one guy's fucking off. So he's like, all right, Jamal Williams, let's go. You know what I mean? It won't even necessarily be the hot hand. It could be like Monday where it was the cold hand.
Do you think Derrick Henry's going to have a cold hand this week? Because I see you dropped him down to 18th.
He's not catching. He doesn't catch any balls. He doesn't catch any balls.
It is the Chargers.
And they have Denzel Perryman back.
And they do have a new quarterback. Ryan Tannehill's going to be starting. That sometimes sparks an offense.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that, but see that also
bumping
plays
up.
a factor in it. Like I actually ranked AJ Brown this week because of that. Like, and I almost wanted to, if this went all the way up to 50, what's his name? Not Marlon Humphreys. What's his name? Adam Humphreys would have been ranked too, because that's naturally when a new quarterback comes in, he's gonna be a magnet towards that team 2 motherfuckers that he was with all offseason, which would be a AJ Brown and an Adam Humphreys. You know what I'm saying? And or maybe even a Dion Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dion Lewis surprisingly plays almost the same amount of snaps as any other option on the field besides Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry does dominate in snaps. But we're talking about, with all the rotation of receivers, Dion Lewis is playing the same exact snaps. He's just not touching the ball when he's on the field.
Dion Lewis only sucks, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but he's on the field a ton.
He's useless, though.
I know. I'm just saying you have to factor these into why I have Derrick Henry that low. I mean, they are playing the Chargers. Where's this game? Is this game in
Music? At home for them.
It's in Music City.
Tennessee, yes.
Okay. Then maybe let's move Derrick Henry up a little higher.
He might be worthy of a little bit of love.
Let's move up Derrick Henry higher.
All right, so one guy I see that you have outside of RB2 status is Melvin Gordon this week. You got him as a flex?
I have Austin Powers.
Would you bench Melvin Gordon this week?
If it just depends on the option. Say I had Derrick Henry and Melvin Gordon.
So you got a good wide receiver 3 in a good matchup.
Okay, give me
hypothetically. Hypothetically, let me look at the wide receivers real quick. Just
like the Scottish lad,
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. I would probably go with Calvin Ridley
over Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, because especially with the news of one Patrick Peterson coming back off suspension, he's going to be all on Julio. Oh no, not Julio Jones. What's his name? Ramsey. Ramsey just got traded. That's the breaking news. Ramsey.
I was gonna say, what game was
Ramsey. I know it was on last week. Ramsey just got traded to the motherfucking Los Angeles Rams. We are in Niner country, so we don't like that.
Nope.
Boo that.
Boo that, man.
You know what I'm saying? But with that said, he will be on Julio. I think he's playing this week. Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, he's healthy. He's ready to go.
There was never anything wrong with
Jacksonville.
He wanted to play for them last week. Remember, and then the coach said no, and it was probably
is that what happened?
Yeah,
I thought he refused to play.
No. He wanted to play.
And they told him,
man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jalen.
All right, so let's bring it back full circle to Melvin Gordon then. So you're not really big on Melvin Gordon this week against Tennessee.
It's Tennessee
Bad
too.
Matchup
It's
too.
Tennessee too. Yeah.
Do you think San Diego or the Chargers? San Diego. You don't think they bounce back anyway this week?
You're making me think twice. One, about my Derrick Henry thing, because I forgot how bad you could run on the Chargers. But Denzel Perryman is back. I mean, that's got to make some kind of difference. And I mean, you'll be able to stack the box as much as you can and play man on the outside with Tannehill. You're going to have Casey Hayward. He's going to be on Corey Davis. You're going to have Denzel, what's his name? Desmond King.
Yep.
He'll be on the speed. He has speed, so he'll be on the speedster. That would be A.J. Brown. That's why I think even Marlon Humphreys could have a game in this, or Dion Lewis, or maybe they hit up. Maybe Henry's due for one of those big screens to the house from 70 yards plus. You know what I'm saying? But I still, like I said, let's go on along the list. Who over who? Henry over who? And then you know what I mean?
You want me to ask you a few guys?
Yeah, let's see where he
We're
talking
fits. About Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
You want to go back to Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you still, you know what I mean? If there's a discrepancy, I want, you know what I mean? We gotta address it.
Yeah, sure thing. Okay, Derrick Henry or Kerryon Johnson?
Kerryon Johnson.
Still.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Little gentleman's bet.
Okay, so where's Derrick? How far behind do I have Derrick Henry?
You have Derrick Henry. We said this 19th.
I was gonna say 18. Yeah, 19.
And you have Kerryon 11th.
Maybe we can move Kerryon back then to bring them a little closer, because I still want to keep. I argued with myself.
I just think there's no way Kerryon has a better day than Derrick Henry.
Okay.
That's me. That's why I'm here. That's all I'm saying.
Do you feel comfortable full on swapping them out for each other in where they stand?
In your consensus?
And that's the
yes, I would.
Okay, let's do it. Let's rock it. Write that down. Let's do that.
There it is.
All right,
first switch here
right here on the GMM network.
Okay, there it is. But that's just me. So you could
No. But see, this is why we do this thing.
Okay.
So Playmakers, check this out. These rankings will be on the IG, and they are subject to change.
All sales are not final? Mm-hmm. Not on a Tuesday. No. Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple guys.
Okay.
You tell me who you like. Devin Singletary, coming back this week. Mm-hmm. Good matchup for him, obviously.
See, I had him slash the tank,
Sony
right?
Michel, yes, I already see that. Mm-hmm. Sony Michel or, let's see, a David Montgomery. Who do you like, and then tell me why.
I like it would be Singletary, but just because of the matchup, I had to put. If I'm correct, I put David Monty Burns over him.
You did.
Oh no, I didn't. Okay,
did
so
David
I did
Montgomery
go with
ranked
that
20. Or I'm sorry, Devin Singletary ranked 24.
Yes, okay, then good. Because I was gonna say I know I moved Singletary back because at first I didn't even have him ranked, and I was like, I looked him up. I was like, he's practicing. You know what? It's definitely Singletary. That's why I have him above because it is the Miami matchup.
You want ECR has Singletary ranked 40th. You have him
really?
at 20th.
Because they don't have him as playing it. You know, that's one thing with ECR. Watch when Friday comes around.
They'll be up higher?
Yeah. If they're in or they'll just be full on out off the rankings. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I have them if they're playing. Because honestly.
I mean, I love Singletary this week, too, so I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
He should be higher than 40 from what I see on here. But that's got to be because they don't think he's
like
playing.
if you're coming off a hamstring and they held you out for 4 weeks now, which without for Singletary that'd be a month. Like if they're bringing him back, he's ready to rock.
Fair enough. Okay, one of the other guys I mentioned,
or they'll just hold it out.
Sony Michel, David Montgomery. Those guys have been pretty much getting tons of carries, not very effective.
I think Sony.
Do we see either of those guys turn it around?
Well, first on the list today, Jamaicans. Where you at?
Well,
they're quiet. They don't like this one, but I had to give a spanking with the ranking to Sony Michel because even though he's been coming through, I just feel
you ranked him higher than Melvin Gordon.
Rex Burkhead's coming back though.
Rex,
you
worried about Rex?
I'm saying when he's back, he's involved.
Against the Jets? What kind of game do you think that it's going to be? The Patriots roll, right?
Easy.
Monday night? Or are the Jets going to play?
Hey, what happened last week? We seen Brandon Bolden get in there, right? He was basically in there where Burkhead would have been.
Are the Patriots mad at Sony Michel? Because that's what it looked like to me last week. You know what?
I was about to boo Belichick, but I love that guy.
How can you boo Belichick?
I know, right?
But you know what? Shame on us for thinking.
Shame on us.
No, I thought about it going into this year because I was Sony Michel is like my him and Chris Carson.
You have an affinity for him.
It was my guy.
And you know what?
And I told you this.
You brought me on that side of the fence, and I enjoy it, and I still have love for him.
And then there was a moment where I realized I had him in like 7 leagues, and I said, "Holy shit! I'm relying on thinking I know what Bill Belichick is going to do with his running backs, and I'm wrong so far. Like it's Bill Belichick does this. He doesn't give a fuck about a running back.
So maybe not so much Sony.
He's still getting his carries, but like he will not give a fuck about giving him a touchdown.
CJ Mosley should be back for this game. That's one of the main reasons I have Sony low, along with the fact it's a Belichick backfield.
But what we do see also, James Wyatt is a non-factor in the running game.
Yeah, in the carrying. Yeah.
He gets one, maybe two in the carrying game. Yes, in the carrying-on game.
The carry-on game.
Yes, he gets maybe like 2-3 carries.
Real quick, you think Carry-On Johnson's parents, when he was born, he was like, he's going to be a running back. Carry on. That's what we'll call him.
Probably.
Some things are destined.
Probably.
But okay, how about this? You know who we're giving a spanking with the ranking then? Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon's getting a spanking with the ranking.
Down at 26.
Because he's getting a spanking with the ranking.
Austin Powers, you got him down there too.
I got him up higher though.
Just a little bit. You put him at 24th.
You know why? Because he's in full swing right now. Melvin Gordon, it is such a thing that he's still trying to play back into game shape.
Yeah, for sure. He doesn't look good.
No.
He's not passing the eyeball test.
And that's why we are giving him a spanking with the ranking.
A lot of people who have Melvin Gordon probably have other options.
They probably like that I'm giving him a spanking with the ranking.
Another guy you gave a big spanking with the ranking, with a paddle to, your boy Darkwing Duck, Damian Williams.
Oh, yeah, I had to give him a double spanking with the ranking. I'm glad you noticed that.
He is.
And you know what?
You got him at like 30.
I even put Shady higher. I put Shady higher just because. Yeah, you know what the fuck? You reminded me. Fuck that guy.
You're showing Shady some love this week.
It's not necessarily love. It's just being realistic. It's a short week. I don't. Maybe Damian Williams. I don't. Maybe there's something they're not telling us. Like he played what all but that first series. He got He got a carry and a target, and he went for a touchdown. Yeah, Jamaican horns. Not.
So if you're a Damian Williams owner, you probably went into this year relying on him as an RB1, maybe an RB2.
Yeah, RB1 for sure. Where I drafted him.
Right,
A lot of people
yeah.
did.
Maybe you was your second or third rounder. You got him there, but like,
You think
Are you
Damian
rolling
Williams-
him out this week as a flex?
Yeah.
No, not scared.
Nope.
You said that confident.
Yeah. Because I still have him where I have him because he's the passing down guy for sure.
Damian Williams,
Like
Jordan Howard.
You see what Shady does with the ball? He like this. Oh,
Damian Williams, Jordan Howard,
Mm-hmm.
or Carlos Hyde.
Man, it's in the order I have him. I have him in Carlos, then Damian, and then I have Black Carlos, Darkwing Duck, and then Jordan Howard.
Yeah, you're big on Hyde this week. Why do you like Hyde? I kind of don't like that matchup for him. Indy coming off a bye, aren't they pretty good on against the run?
Indy is the third worst against the run.
Third worst. Okay,
yeah.
that's my chalk speaking.
Yeah.
All right, let me see
They play a Tampa 2 style defense, two high safeties that keep everything in front. They allow. I mean, I almost wanted to rank Duke Johnson too, but I feel like they'll be in the driver's seat in this game. They won't need Duke. It's gonna be a lot of Carlos Hyde.
Would you feel good starting Royce Freeman on a Thursday as a flex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would you start him over
The Rolls Royce, Jamaican horns. The Rolls Royce Freeman.
Royce Freeman, Miles Sanders, or Jamal Williams?
Royce Freeman, then Miles Sanders, and then Jay Williams. Because Jay Williams, it's still, what did I have him at? 31?
31, yeah.
Yeah, right? Because he's going to get involved in the passing game, and he might be involved more in that than they will. And both of them will get action.
You didn't rank Sanders in the top 40.
No.
No, you're not feeling that.
You
You were giving him love on the last show for his.
Yeah, and I was right, but then that snap count went down really low. And here's the thing: is I'm expecting Deshaun Jackson back this week. You know what I'm saying? You can attack the Dolphins, the Dallas Cowboys with the tight end position. So Goddard, we've seen him get involved, so he's gonna get involved in that short game. You know what I'm saying? This also because I think Sproles is also be set to come back, so that really affects him. Then up the middle running, like up the gut, people have been able to do that. That's why Jordan Howard's where he's at.
All right, I'm gonna give you three more guys. I want you to pick one, and then we're gonna move on.
Real
to
quick,
running
Sanders though,
backs.
I did have him in the top 40.
I don't see him here.
He's like 30 something, unless that one slipped away from me.
No, it slipped away.
Okay, we have to put him.
Maybe he's 41.
We have to
Maybe
put
that's
him in
fine.
there.
All right,
Who
we'll
do I have
slide
at
it.
35? It's
You put Tariq Cohen, Ito Smith,
Okay, yeah.
Latavius Murray,
Okay. That's-
Rashad Penny.
He has to go.
Gio
there.
Bernard.
I'm gonna put him. Let's slot him right behind Tariq Cohen.
All right.
We're gonna Sanders at 30. I thought I had him in there
All
because
good.
like
All good.
he's in the pass. He's gonna be worked in the passing game.
Fair enough. All right, last three guys on running backs. Tell me who you like as would you feel good starting one as a flex? Chase Edmonds, Duke Johnson, or where was the other guy I had? A Todd Gurley-less Darrell Henderson.
Hold on. I thought my joint died and shit. Jamaican's still good.
The Jamaicans
Yeah,
are
we're
good.
good.
We're ready to rock.
Okay, no, run that by me again.
Chase Edmonds, Duke Johnson, or Darrell Henderson without Todd Gurley.
Chase Edmonds, Duke Johnson, or Darrell Henderson without Todd Gurley.
Correct.
It would be Chase Edmonds because they're playing at Atlanta. So and
No, they're not playing Atlanta. They're playing the Giants.
Playing the Giants. Ooh, that's exactly the same.
Same thing.
Exactly the same. Ooh, Chase Edmonds. Why am I still on last week? Because it's still technically last week. Huh?
We're still recovering from
Yeah.
Monday. It's still in your system.
Yeah, but definitely love Chase Edmonds there. Who's the next option you said?
Chase Edmonds, Duke Johnson against Indy.
Duke Johnson against Indy. Oh, see, I Duke Johnson. I gotta have the Duke of Earl way in the back. I might not even have him in the top 40 actually.
I kind of like Duke Johnson this
Well,
week.
because do you see? Okay,
'Cause I don't think they're gonna be able to-
You know what? I do have T.Y. Hilton up. because I feel like he's
Yes,
going
we
to tear
do.
them up. So yes, you know what? You're right, my friend, the goo. This is why we do this thing. Let's put okay. So if you had to choose between a Duke Johnson, who are you playing Duke Johnson over? I'd probably play
Over
him
here,
over
I'm
Cohen.
looking at the consensus here.
I would probably pay him over Cohen now.
Frank Gore, Kenyon Drake, Adrian Peterson, Miles Sanders. That's about where it. After that, no. Todd Gurley, yeah. David Montgomery, McCoy, Jordan Howard. I would still play those guys. So yeah, right around Adrian Peterson and those bums.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
the guys that were not. So you're definitely. Yeah, I would definitely play the Duke of Earl sandwich.
Sure.
Johnson over all those motherfuckers.
As for the running backs, there are, if you're mixing in receivers as a flex, then yeah, he's not a lock over a lot of
Yeah.
a
You
lot
know
of
what,
guys
too?
we'll talk about here.
My bad. You know what? Now I remember why Sanders slipped my mind, because when I was doing the rankings, I stopped. I was like, wait a second. Because I'd sworn my memory I heard something with Sanders on Sunday. I forgot to follow through on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he got hurt. I might be wrong about this. I might be confusing it with Colonel Manny Sanders.
You might be. That's what
Yeah.
it feels like. It's all right.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a pass. It's all right. All right, so we're going to
Got a-
jump
got
over
a
to the
pocket
wide
full of 'em.
receivers side of the thing.
Let me hit that pen.
Oh, yeah. Go for
Shout out to our sponsor, Milk and Honey. Thanks, feel better. You know what I'm saying?
it.
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
every day. Wide receivers, the consensus every week is Julio and Hopkins. They have number 1 and number 2. They haven't been doing that. So you are not doing that. You're not buying that.
I had
You're
to
better
give
than that.
them
You're seeing
a spanking with the rankings.
You sure the hell did. You went ahead and picked T.Y. Hilton as your number 1 receiver of the week. I need you to explain that. They do have him number 7 in the consensus. Have him as a number wide receiver 1, but you're saying he's number 1 this week. Go ahead, tell me why. Defend your honor.
This is based on recency bias on other number 1 receivers and number 2 receivers that are speedy guys, burning them up this season, right? Like Tariq Hill, for example, as of most recency bias.
Okay.
T.Y. Hilton is not the cheetah, but he is a 4-4 guy in his hay. You know what I'm saying? T.Y. Hilton also historically burns these motherfuckers.
So you're putting him number 1 on your rankings. I need you to put a line on him. What kind of day is he having? Go ahead. What do you think?
$140 plus.
$140. Mm-hmm. I like that.
We're going to go ahead and give him 8 receptions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and give him 8 receptions, and I'll give him 1 touchdown.
1.
I want to
8 for
say
140
2.
and a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think that's good enough to put him at number 1, because when I look at everyone else's matchups, you know what? This is fun. You know, whenever you have a guy like that, tell me, and I'll tell you the stat
That's
line
why.
that
But I
did.
mean, if you're gonna put him number 1, we want to know why and what kind of.
Yeah.
Obviously, you think
I
he's gonna have a big
that's
day.
the ceiling that all these other motherfuckers are gonna have to compete with, and that's where I have him accordingly. Like, of course, this is PPR talk, so I have Cooper Kupp down there. I think he goes back to his 100-yard game status. 100-yard.
Yeah, he was next. You put him number 2. He's number 3 in the rankings.
Man.
So obviously, no one's worried about last week.
No.
It was the Niners. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to our
On that
Niners.
ass. But yeah, he's bouncing back at Atlanta. Nothing more to say there. One guy that everyone has pretty high, wide receiver 1, Keenan Allen at Tennessee. I'm worried about Keenan Allen. You dropped him to 12th in your rankings. You gave him a little bit of a spanking.
I gave him a
little tap there.
lightweight spanking with the
Dropped him
ranking.
down 7 points or 7 spots, but yeah, I agree with that. I don't like him right now in this spot. Phillip Rivers, there's too much focus on him. He gave himself too much attention those weeks when he was had those big weeks, and now and then him and Eckler had their big games. Teams are shutting that down. And then you see Mike Williams and Hunter Henry. So now I think you'll see a little bit more of a balanced game. He won't have a terrible game, but I don't see a big game. I see like a 6 for 80 yards or something like that. That's his game. Best game.
What's up, boys? Malcolm Butler.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Malcolm Butler, here's the thing with Keenan Allen. Super crispy with the route running. He can find separation in little tight areas. That's why he's good in the red zone. But like Malcolm Butler, maybe it's just ingrained in my brain that him being able to recognize that the Super Bowl heroic shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's he does shit like that routinely, bro. Like jumping routes and you know what I mean? And like I just think this is going to be an entertaining matchup.
I wouldn't consider Malcolm Brown like a Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler, a lockdown.
No, but I think he's a
He's
menace.
solid. He's solid.
He's a menace.
He's a menace.
He's going to contest everything.
Interesting word.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this: is the consensus? Are they all menaces for putting Julio and Hopkins 1 and 2 still? You have Hopkins down at 7.
I think ERC hasn't been updated because today
This has gotta be
Jalen
updated.
Ramsey was traded to the Rams. They was like he has Ram in his name, so therefore he belongs with the Rams. Us as Niners, we don't like that shit.
Boo that man. Boo this man. Julio
yeah,
and Hopkins.
and
I'm worried. I actually own both of them in one league, as but they haven't been.
Listen, Julio.
Hopkins,
if
I'm
it's
concerned.
Jalen Ramsey on Julio,
No way.
yeah, because if you just got traded to the team and you're a cornerback who goes on an island, right? You don't need to learn this fucking
Just man coverage over
schemes.
there. Right.
Yeah, that's it. And it's Wade Phillips' system. He's just gonna be like, you know what to do.
Yeah.
They're playing outside man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're playing press
Does
coverage.
he follow Julio even?
Exactly.
That's it all day. He's following
100%.
Nowhere, everywhere he goes.
Everywhere he goes. Slot, everything.
Have to,
like,
right?
I've seen Ramsey follow Gronk around. I've seen him follow, you know what I'm saying? Has he played Julio before in recent memory?
I can't recall off the top of my head.
No, I don't think so yet.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah. That's gonna be entertaining.
That is going to be entertaining.
Yes.
I find it very entertaining that you put Michael Gallup number 5th overall as your ranking.
Well,
Very,
'cause,
very bold, my
because
friend.
Because the pooper scooper, you know what I mean? He's taking a dump again. What is there any word on his thing?
I mean, everything what I heard from him as a pooper scooper truther, as you know, quad in a lot of pain after the game. I would think he's playing.
Sounds like a bitch, doesn't he?
He could be a bitch for 1 week.
Yeah.
They're going into
No,
a bye, though.
he's
They're
phenomenal.
going into a bye, and I think that does factor in. Eagles are a kind of
It's
a
a
soft
super
matchup,
soft-
but it's a divisional first-place
Yeah.
game, so it is going to be a tight game.
Okay, this is the thing. Is I think on the Eagles side of the ball, Carson Wentz and them, it's a tougher matchup for them, right? It's a tougher secondary going against the Cowboys. But I think Carson Wentz is not only in a great system, but he's fucking phenomenal. He's sharp. On the other side, Dak, I don't really, not so much, but that soft ass secondary is going to allow him to do whatever he wants.
Michael Gallup didn't do much last week, correct?
Yeah, they played.
And Cooper was out the whole game.
They played the Jets.
Right.
And you know who was back in action, bouncing back and forth from every number one outside option? It was our boy Trumaine Johnson.
Was he back? I thought are you sure of that? That's a fact.
Yes, it's
All
a
right.
fact.
All right. I'm gonna take
They
your
were
word for
they were done benching him. They literally benched him for the first 4 weeks.
Oh yeah. No, that's what I
Then
heard. But I
after
didn't
the
hear
bye
him- I
week,
didn't
it was
hear him
like,
say
you know what I mean?
he's back, huh?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Let's see. Yep, ECR has him at 13th. You're pretty big on him. I'm a little skeptical.
Hold on, too.
Cowboys-
With Gallup last
Cowboys
week.
passing game.
Ugly Cowboys game.
You think this is gonna be pretty this week?
It's the
Especially
Eagles
without
defense.
Cooper?
And how about this? If you're Jason Garrett, that means you're a fucking idiot, correct? So 3 weeks ago, they're like, we
That's from the
got this
analytics
Jets
department.
game, yeah. And they've been planning, they circle this date on the calendar, that cliche shit, right? They're circling this date on the calendar when it comes to the divisional matchups.
Michael Thomas is matchup proof. Somebody once said that over there on the IG.
Yeah.
And I agree. He's shown that
yeah.
he is matchup proof.
Michael Thomas is fucking Frankenstein.
Even at Chicago, who gives a shit? He'll get him.
Hey, you know what?
He's good for. He might not get the 100 and the touchdown, but he's getting 8 catches.
You know what?
70,
You know what?
80 yards every week. I agree
What
with that.
Chicago does, and they always get caught slipping, is they play that soft zone, and it's like who are they gonna have to if they wanted to man up Michael Thomas? Who's gonna be Kyle Fuller? He plays off coverage. That's his thing. He's a route jumper. He's not a, you know what I mean? They're not equipped to play. They're gonna be predicated on disrupting and corrupting everything up front before it comes out of Bridgewater's hand. You know what I'm saying? But like all the short intermediate routes, it's gonna be all Alvin Kamara and one Frankenstein, Michael Thomas himself. I love Frankenstein. Gigantic head.
It is huge.
It's a big head. Hella route running plans in there.
If I was putting up those numbers, I'd have a big head too.
You know he's Keyshawn Johnson's like nephew for real.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, I think it's either Keyshawn Johnson or like Plaxico Burst. One of those guys with the cool names. I know. I know it's one of the greats.
I'll have to look that one up. I believe you.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's
But just because he has these stories about being a kid and like being taught
Keyshawn's
around.
related to somebody. I can't think of it. There is another Keyshawn. It's not Keyshawn Johnson, the guy in Arizona. All right, I'm gonna give you 3 guys. Tell me who you like more. DJ Chark again.
Oh no, but that's why I call Keyshawn Johnson from Arizona fake Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. There can only be one. You can give him the damn.
There's also a fake Michael Thomas on the Rams.
Is that true?
Yeah. He's like behind Josh Reynolds rap.
DJ Chark, Will Fuller.
The Shark Knight
Or Brandon
Jamaican
Cook.
horns.
Jamaican. DJ Chark, Will Fuller, or who was the last guy I said? Brandon Cooks.
DJ Chark.
At Cincinnati? Is that the net? Yep.
Here's the thing.
Bounce back spot for the Jaguars?
You know why I don't have him really higher than I want?
Uh-huh.
Because I think both him and Westbrook will eat into each other. They'll both be able like if someone's gonna pop the big one, it's gonna be the homeboy, the Shark Knight. You know what I'm saying? Sharknado.
He's gonna pop the big one?
Yeah, if he would
Week?
be the one.
It's a Shark Week. That's what you're telling me.
It's mad possible. You know what? This is gonna be one of those guys. Do I have him too low?
That's a guy like Michael Gallup and DJ Chark. I kind of think I like DJ Chark in this.
We're definitely gonna. We'll get back to Michael Gallup.
But I'm saying you have him at 15th. Maybe. I mean, that's about right. You can't put him over guys like Thielen or.
Because say he only gets one.
But that's what guy you put Brandon Cooks at 10. So that's the guy I asked you. Mm-hmm. Brandon Cooks.
It's that matchup, bro.
Chark. You think Brandon Cooks feasts against Atlanta?
Because you know why? It's like his A dots are like the 11 yards and up. So it's gonna be a bit. It's not gonna be a short one by any means if it's going to Cooks. Cooks could only have 2 or 3 reception in this one, but he'll have 80, 90 yards in a tug.
Right. But isn't
Like,
that Shark does pretty much the same kind
The same
of
thing, but he gets more targets. But
Right.
here's the kicker. Why I don't have him as high as I want to have him. Because Leonard Fournette is going to beast in this matchup.
You think so?
Fuck yeah.
Goes crazy?
They're down hella linebackers. Hold on. Here's one thing, though. I forgot to say why I think we might need to move up Chark. They're literally down Jackson and Kirkpatrick. Is that his name? Drake Kirkpatrick. Yep. Those are the top 2 corners.
For Cincy?
Yeah. Then the next guy up is this guy named Webb. And I think he's has a broken forearm or something right now.
Really?
Yeah, literally.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
they're beat up.
this
over
is
there.
still something to monitor.
This is Jacksonville get right game. They should be through
Fuck
the
yeah,
air.
this is a cake
Isn't
game.
Cincinnati run? The Baltimore ran.
No, Baltimore's
That's a
run
Lamar.
defense.
That's the Lamar factor.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
You can't play for both of them.
Hey, you know what? I really like the Ginsu in this too, though. It's
a good matchup.
But I always like the Ginsu. Sure. Shout out to Minshew, the Ginsu, razor sharp swag.
Christian Kirk, you put at 17th or 18th here. 17th.
If he plays.
If he plays, I have a problem with that.
Okay.
Because
Pray tell, my
the
friend.
consensus has him. Let's see, where is Christian Kirk? He's down here 35. I haven't seen it from Christian Kirk. Why would you?
Really?
That's
You
a lot
haven't
of
seen it?
One game.
You don't
one
own it.
game.
No,
You saw one game.
When he was in
To put him in as a wide receiver 2 this week.
Let's get facts on this. Can you look up Christian Kirk's hit? Just look at his target market share. I mean, not his target market share. Look at his targets.
His targets, sure.
Week one it was double digits. Week 2 I think it was double digits.
No, yeah, but he's been on a downhill slide ever since.
Well, he was
Let me
80
see.
yards. Let's get facts.
I'm going to get the facts right now because
he's kind of been erased out of my mind because he's been off the radar being hurt the last couple.
targets. He went 12, 8, 12, and then 5, 0. And what's that? Let's see. 5, 0. Yeah, and he didn't even play last week, did he?
No.
Right, so he got 0.
Yeah,
so he had
and
5 the week
the
before.
The 5 was the game that he got hurt.
But even his best game of the year is 6 for 114, and then he had a 10 for 59.
Love it. Dial him up for 7 and 120.
7 for
No, that's overzealous. I'm just saying.
not. You put him over a lot of
I have him
guys
in flex territory.
You put him at wide receiver 2 territory, not even
He
flex.
is playing the New York the New York Giants.
I'm not buying that. Give me Cortland Sutton.
The best cornerback they have is Janoris Jenkins, the Jackrabbit. He's going to be on Larry
Why
Fitzgerald.
did you drop Robert Woods down to 24th if you love Brandon Cooks and Cup so much?
Because the running backs, say it's Gurley,
right?
He's going to be involved in the passing game a lot. That's the number one way you attack Atlanta's defense is through the air in the short game.
Isn't that what Robert Woods?
No, Robert Woods stays on the outside now. He might get a couple carries here and there. Bobby
Get
Woods.
the end around. All right.
And they haven't been running that screen game religiously. I think Sean McVay's kind of out coaching himself where he's like, you know what, this year, we're not going to do so many screens. And then like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, where's their screenplays at, man? The screen passes. That's like how they were killing everyone. It would be like Brandon Cooks this time. Then it would be like Bobby Woods this time. And then, you know what I'm saying? It was like they run the same play religiously with all of them.
I'm going to give you 3 guys.
Okay.
You're going to pick one again.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing we've been doing.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Terry McLaurin, the Scottish lad.
Oh, the laddie!
Or Tyler Boyd.
Okay. Okay. Let's give me the 3 names again.
Diggs, Boyd, McLaurin.
Okay. Diggs, I don't like him this week, but I had to rank him.
At Detroit.
Yeah, don't like it. He'll draw Darius Slay on this one.
Why would he get him instead of Thielen?
Because he's more on the outside. Thielen is going to have his hands full with Justin Collins. He's one of the most legit slot corners who can also go outside.
Justin Collins, huh?
Yeah. He's the one who picked off that. Did you see his fucking pick?
Which one?
I even talked about
the one off the receiver's head?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't a great play.
I'm just saying, that's the type of shit he's like, you know what I mean? He's legit. He's been doing it all year. It's just because he's on Detroit, so he goes under the radar.
Why do you have Allen Robinson ranked like 35th? What do you do?
I don't know if Trubisky's gonna play. If he doesn't play, I actually move him up. But still, it's the Marshawn Lattimore effect. Even if it's Trubisky
PJ Williams got suspended 2 games. Did you see that?
Yep.
Your boy. Mm-hmm. Is that a good thing?
He's
for them?
really bad.
It
might even be better for them.
All right, let's see. Fair enough. So you
PJ Williams.
Okay, so you didn't answer my question though. Diggs, McLaurin, or Boyd?
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
Who are you picking?
Okay, Diggs is in the back. It would more than likely it's Tyler Boyd.
Boyd.
Yeah. Because McLaurin, is McLaurin someone who's just a solid WR3? Because we've seen him do it against every tough matchup. And we've even seen him do it against every except for the Patriots. Because he was with one Colt McCoy. Did he flop the
week before?
He didn't play because he had the hammy.
Okay, correct.
You know what I'm saying? He tore the Eagles up as you should. You know what I'm saying? Then he tore the Bears up. As almost no one should. Right? Unless you're a Stephon Diggs or you're a speedster, which tears up that soft zone, or you're a great route runner, like we said with Michael Thomas earlier. But in this case, it's like, who is
it's Niners
okay?
though, is it?
Okay, so Sherm's gonna be on him. Like this, it's whoever Sherm has great.
Do we give up that big touchdown to him? Because he showed that he's their only offense on last week against the shittiest team in the league.
And they will tag him up with targets.
I mean, but I don't think it's going to be very efficient. I don't think he scores this week.
Okay.
I don't think he scores.
Let's simplify this question then, since we already chose Tyler Boyd at the 3.
Sure.
Is Terry McLaurin
not
startable this week?
I wouldn't feel good starting him this week.
No, but that's not. You wouldn't feel good, but is he not startable?
Yeah, it depends on. Okay,
if you're in a deep, say he's your WR4 in a 4 mandatory spot, or he's your second flex.
Let me give you a couple guys.
Okay.
AJ Green doesn't suit up, which he might. By the way, it's another guy he's not on this ranking anywhere.
I'm still on the side that he never returns.
He's
to
practicing.
That team.
He's already practicing.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna
hold
on. Just gotta put the notes because we're gonna call him. We're gonna bring him over to our Niners.
We're gonna bring AJ Green's coming.
Jamaicans.
He's questionable for this week. He's projected to get points on Yahoo at least. That's something.
Well, because he hasn't been ruled out yet, so it's like they're gonna have to slap him with a projection. If he plays,
but okay, so he doesn't play. That was my guy.
AJ
Tate. I would take Auden Tate over Terry McLaurin.
You know what Auden what they're not gonna do is have AJ Boye shadow Tyler Boyd. You know what I mean? AJ Boye, he's one of those guys. He's great at press coverage, but he's usually on the outside. I don't think I could ever remember him. You know what I'm saying? Ever following guys in this season, because we've seen a lot of this Jags defense without Ramsey, and now we're gonna see it going forward without him. You know what I'm saying? Their secondary is still good though. You could really run as fuck on them. I actually, man, that's why I even have Joe Mixon. Or you see earlier, I kind of had him up there. You know what I mean? But Tyler Boyd's the guy who eats in this one.
All right, I like that call.
And
I kind of like
Tate-
Diggs
Tate,
riding the
though-
hot hand on Diggs a little bit better than I like Tyler Boyd. Because Tyler Boyd, he kind of scared me last week. He was supposed to have a better game.
Marlon Humphrey shadowed him.
You pointed that out.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphreys was all
That
over
was
him.
uncharacteristic, but it was just like that's the game plan. Like, hey, we're gonna erase the best receiver. with
DK
Marlon
Metcalf
Humphries.
versus Baltimore. I like him in this matchup. They
I
did go
do
get
too.
Marcus Peters, but Marcus Peters can
Guess-
get toasted.
By him.
By him. And, Will Dissly's out now. There's targets. They're not going to really target Luke Wilson. He's not going to get 7-8 targets. He might get 2 or 3. So
DK
those are going to go
Metcalf, too.
between the receivers, and I think, why not? But then again, that might mean Jerron Brown is the guy.
John.
But I like
if there's
him
a
in the
mainstay, if there's a mainstay receiver option that gets a uptick with no Walt Disley, it's definitely DK Metcalf because even just the way he's sized, he's big like a tight end, so to speak. You know what I mean? As far as like how you would utilize a big guy in the red zone, that could easily be DK Metcalf now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's good for it this week. There was one guy I was gonna bring up right now. Oh, okay. I have a bold call. I'm gonna make a bold call. I don't feel good about it.
Okay,
because
Jamaicans.
This is Demarcus Robinson or Mecole Hardman. One of them is gonna be startable this week. But here's the problem. It's Thursday. One of them. Sammy Watkins. Fuck that guy. It's Thursday. He's not playing.
You mean?
Wide receiver 4.
Wide receiver 4.
Wide receiver
hold
4.
on, give a second to boo
Boo
him.
this man.
A second to boo him.
I'm not worried about Sammy.
Proceed.
So, yeah, Sammy's out. I'm not a Pringle guy. I'm closing the can of Pringles. You know that.
Yeah.
They're original Pringles. They're not Kansas City barbecue like we thought.
No.
The Mecole Hardman.
Not at all,
One of
buddy.
those guys is going to have the big touchdown. I can already feel it. In a good game, a startable game as a wide receiver 3. I don't feel good about picking one, and I didn't feel good about starting one on the Thursday. So I got some hedge in my bet. But
Okay,
one of them is getting it.
I'm on the side of the fence that because now Tyreek Hill's actually back.
Yes.
Right? Because, I loved Mecole Hardman way over Demarcus Robinson and all them. Like,
Isn't Chris Harris going to be on your boy, though?
Chris Harris?
Is he?
Be on, you know
Tyreek
what?
Hill?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Doesn't that mean something?
You know what I'm saying? They're
And he just had a big game, so he's got all this attention coming on him.
Yeah, okay. You know who would have if Sammy Watkins play? Oh, this is so gross. If Sammy Watkins plays, he's the guy. That's why I have him at 21.
I don't think. Why? Well, let me look up what Sammy does. I'm not. I hate him. That's why I'm going.
They said he's gonna play on the short week. Is kind of why they didn't let him play on Sunday. But see, here's the thing. This is why is because I think his name is like
Hammy Watkins.
Hammy Watkins. I'm trying to remember the secondary corner, the one that plays opposite from because MVS had a big game on him. The secondary corner for the Denver Broncos. His name is like Termic or.
I'm not buying Sammy Watkins. Okay, so I don't
I'm
feel
just
confident
saying,
starting
the
Mecole
second
Robinson.
corner-
But you watch it. You watch it.
Yeah.
Damn it! It's gonna happen. I already feel
If
it.
he plays, I have him ranked there. You know what I mean? Like at 21 this week.
Yeah.
If there's
Hammy Watkins can re-aggravate that very easily.
okay,
Is it a Hammy?
what I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember who
Hammy
besides.
Watkins.
Oh yeah, MVS. Check this out. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, DJ Chark.
No, Valdez
No, listen.
Scantling. What are you talking about?
Valdez-Scantling, DJ Chark. These are guys that burn the shit out of the secondary cornerback for the Broncos. I'm really mad at myself that I don't remember his name right now. But Chris Harris, because during Chris Harris, if they're smart, you know what I mean, they'll have him shadow Tyreek.
Yeah, that's what they'll probably do. Correct.
Whoever's that, so maybe your Hardman is in play.
That's what I mean.
Because I'm gonna be on the side of Hardman.
Did you just come full circle back to me?
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna be on the side of Hardman.
It's gonna be Tyreek Hill who's gonna have a monster game. Watch.
I mean, or it's everything underneath because Tyreek Hill's taking off the top. I know that sounds really cliche, but then it's Kelsey.
Kelsey's due for a monster Kelsey game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this it? No.
He's been consistent. Yeah, he's
He
top
wasn't good. He was
3.
like 4 for 50 last week. Well, I mean, it's points, but I mean, he hasn't had a big 100-yard.
You know what's sad when we're saying, well, that's great for a tight end. It's like you're goddamn TK Noodle, goddamn it.
It's not good for you. 4 for 50 is a
Yeah.
bust, especially because you drafted him in the second round. And if you're crazy, you draft him in the first round. You know.
But it really was the fast scoring aspect of it. You score fucking fast with the cheetah, then there's no more plays.
Yeah, I mean that's what happened last week. I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let me look up. I'm gonna give you a couple.
That's
more
literally
guys.
what
Let's
happened.
see here. Let's go. Fuck. Dante Pettis.
I was gonna get to him. I love me some Dante Pettis.
Emmanuel Sanders. No, Tyrell Williams.
If there's a place, if there's
Dante Pettis.
Oh yeah, as like I mean, he's no higher. He's a WR4, like literally not like Sammy Watkins WR4 being sarcastic, like you know what I'm saying, like.
So he's not really startable then in most leagues.
I mean, I have him ranked anything top 40. Because I feel like we're talking to 12 and 14 team leaguers mostly.
So top 40 is a wide receiver 3 basically.
Yeah,
top 36.
yeah. So not 4. Yeah, not 4. He's in wide receiver 3 territory for sure to me.
What kind of game do you think he has here?
It's that matchup.
Can you put a number on it for me?
It's kind of hard. I'd say 80 yards. 80 yards in a tug.
How many targets?
Let's say I give him.
What did he have last week?
He played 70%. You might want to look that up. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest.
Look up his targets.
Yeah, because this was his full complement game, like of snaps, basically.
So you said 70%
played 70% of the snaps
last week.
He went from playing 70. He went from playing like none to what? Like some, and then like 10.
He had 6 targets. Does he go over under 6 targets this game?
I like it. I think he has a floor of 6 targets.
6 targets.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's this matchup. The Redskins.
You get it. One of those guys, him or a good one's gonna catch a bomb.
Because Debo's also hurt, correct?
I think you're the one I don't know if he's hurt. Yeah, he is hurt. I don't know how bad it is though.
I know there's no Jalen Hurts expected to come back yet. Well, you know what, dog?
Groin injury for Debo.
All this might change tomorrow when we go ahead and trade for AJ Green.
Right?
Nah, he wouldn't get in the game though right away.
If Debo has a groin and is out, I like that Pettis call a lot more.
Yeah,
he's gonna be
that's predicated.
But we are going to kind of have our way with Washington. But
yeah.
We'll have to throw it. Kyle Shanahan's going to have some fun.
I mean,
going back home.
For everybody on live, episode 16 is available. It is the waiver show. That motherfucker. Do we have motherfuckers with us?
Yeah, that's
cool.
Shout
out to all the playmakers. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the GMM network. We got much love for y'all.
Will Fuller, you talking about Will Fuller?
I call them No Fuller.
Will Fuller, he's one-on-one with Hopkins. Shark is dependent on Minshew. Yeah, he's spot on with his stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What did he say?
He's a playmaker. He's giving.
I like it. We should have him on.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, that guy.
Yeah. Call in one day.
Yeah. We're gonna comment back to him.
Oh, you just booed him.
No, that was an accident.
You just booed him.
No. We got Jamaican horns him. We got Jamaican horns him.
Jamaican horns.
Yeah. It was a slip.
I
literally just said I got love for all our playmakers.
Shout out to playmakers. All right, we're gonna put a stamp or the stamp. I don't know what that means.
The seal.
We're gonna put the seal on the
receivers.
On the receivers. Go move over to the quarterback.
Yeah, let's get to these
Very
QBs.
important QB.
We had compiled. I had compiled a list of quarterbacks that I would just flat out start, and then in order of how I would start them. And this is a crazy spoiler alert. I don't have Patrick Mahomes at number 1 like everyone should.
Well, the consensus doesn't have him number 1 either.
Really?
They put Deshaun Watson at number 1. I mean, kind of a co-number 1s, I guess.
You know who I got?
You put Mahomes at number 4.
You got
your boy Hustle Wilson.
Sound him off.
Who, yours?
Yeah, send him off for the playmakers.
Number 1. You got Lamar Jackson. Deshaun.
In the same game.
And,
Jamaican horns.
You put Josh Allen number 5.
Josh Allen the Stallion? The white Cam Newton himself? This is a 17. What is it? Minus 17?
It's a big number.
Minus 17? 35-point under over? That means they're giving the Bills 28 points? That means that you're maybe let's say 21 points because we'll give a Bills defense touchdown in there. Let's just throw that in the mix, right? But the Josh Allen, the Stallion, he's gonna be galloping. He's gonna call his own number. If there's 21 points or even 28 points to be had, he has something to do with all of it.
All right. I love that rant. I like Josh Allen. I love the matchup. I have a major issue right now. I can't go further anymore. Why the fuck do you have Matt Ryan down at like 17th, 16th? You have Gardner Minshew, Danny Dimes, and even like Dak Prescott ranked. Everybody basically ranked. Matt Ryan. Are you kidding
Ramsey's back, baby.
It doesn't matter though. He doesn't just throw to Julio.
Yeah.
Austin Hooper's killing.
You know what? Because
we
have came to a point in the quarterback rankings where we had to give Matty Ice a spanking with the ranking.
What did he do to deserve this?
He's getting a spanking with the ranking.
You're way too hyped up on Jalen Ramsey.
That's going to make a difference.
You put him down at 1, 2, 3,
okay.
5, 6, 7,
Jalen Ramsey.
11, 12, 13th. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Put Matt Ryan in
QB2. You love it.
I don't.
I would start Danny Dimes over
Matt
him.
Ryan is a top 5 quarterback every week. He's throwing 300 yards and at least a touchdown.
You know what?
Should
you
throw
re-
2.
You have reserved the
Might throw
right.
3.
We're gonna move him on up.
It has to happen.
Who
We're
are you
not going
playing him
forward.
over? I'm definitely playing him over Danny Dimes.
I'm gonna
That's
go
all.
through your list.
Automatically, I'll put him over Danny
I'm gonna go
Dimes.
through everybody you have ahead of him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, Ginsu, Minshew.
Love the Ginsu.
Nope, I'm playing Matt Ryan over.
Yeah, I'll
him.
play Matt Ryan over there.
Danny Dimes, Aaron.
Hey, to be honest, when you spit me
Aaron
back
Rodgers.
these rankings, I thought I put him at 9. Fuck,
I would have him top 5.
I gave him a real
You're
spanking.
asking me. I'm
You have
putting
him
him
at
ahead
top
of
5?
Josh Allen. Yeah.
Him? Okay. Yeah. Matt Ryan or Mahomes?
Oh no. Mahomes. No, that's not. The
Even with
It's a top
all
5.
those issues?
I like Mahomes. Mahomes is my
Yeah,
guy.
okay, so because he's
top
5.
Yeah, for you, I would have him. 1.
Okay.
I have
Lamar Jackson, Matt Ryan.
Lamar Jackson or Matt Ryan?
Yep.
Ooh,
The rushing yards kind of make it difficult. This motherfucker's he's on pace for like 1,100 on the
Matt Ryan is
ground.
throwing 300 every week and sometimes more, especially if the Rams kick their ass. He's guaranteed to
He's
throw
good.
300.
He's good for 2 picks.
He can easily outdo
good for
Josh
2 picks.
Allen and Kyler Murray. I like Kyler Murray. I do love Kyler Murray. You have him 6. Consensus has him 6.
Love that matchup.
Great matchup for him. Jared
Love
Goff, it's a great matchup. Great bounce back
Love that
spot for
matchup.
Goff. I would still
You
take
know what? You
Matt
want,
Ryan
you
over
know,
Jared
you want to
Goff.
hear my game script?
Sure.
It's gonna be a super bounce back game with a reinvigorated Rams defense with the presence of one Jalen Ramsey. They're gonna be able to lock down everything outside, or Julio outside. And when Jared from Subway and company have the ball, they're gonna score like a motherfucker on this Atlanta defense, and they're gonna be playing with the commanding lead, and they're gonna be able to send Aaron Donald and company and just fuck up Matt Ryan. That's how I see this game.
You put Joe Flacco in over on your list, and Kirk Cousins didn't make your list.
Nope.
Can you explain something?
Because
Would you know
Kirk
that
Cousins
down?
got a spanking with the ranking, even though he's coming off of 2 great weeks. And I love you, Corky Kirk. I love you.
You corky bastard.
You're on my Christmas card list. But he's just playing the Detroit Lions. It's going to be a really low-scoring game. The Detroit Lions, they are like a funnel defense right now. You can run on them. You know what I mean? And they have
Jamal Williams sure the fuck did.
Oh yeah, they have Cook and Madison, and they've been shown they're willing to give them both double-digit
But the
carries.
passing game's kind of clicking right now for Minnesota.
Yeah, but then so is that secondary in Detroit.
Is the passing game
that
clicking
secondary
for
in
Denver?
Detroit's legit.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Bruh, they're good. Yeah, okay. It's kind of tough to say when it's all kind of a bunch of nobodies, minus my boy Geronimo Allison, friend of the show, on a Monday night, right?
Yep.
But they've been doing this all year, bro.
Devontae Adams might be back. Does that change anything?
Oh, definitely.
We're not even talking about Green Bay.
Yeah, but it's not Green Bay though.
I looked at
You had me there too. We're hella on last week.
All right, I'm looking at the
Week
bottom
7,
of these quarterbacks.
goddammit.
Any streamers like you would start Joe Flacco over? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't start Joe Flacco.
You said his name like he's Slovakian. He's a Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Flacco.
Now, nobody else down here in the bottom
See,
is worth
here's the
starting.
thing,
I'm trying to
is,
look at it like an emergency.
Flacco is even ranked just because, come on, who isn't eating against that fucking Chiefs defense?
Tannehill might be a good play this week. Desperation, you have no action.
Casey Hayward's gonna pick the fuck out. So what?
Delaney Walker won't get
You
some
know-
money.
you know what?
I kind of like Tannehill.
Tannehill-
To have like
How about
a
this?
250 and 2 touchdown game.
Tannehill-
That's not great, but that's serviceable.
2
from where-
touchdowns?
2 touchdowns. I can see 2 touchdowns.
We might need to put that against.
I'm gonna put 250 and 2 touchdowns for Tannehill.
I like it. You know what?
Put me down for something.
I say 200.
I'm
you know
giving
what?
him some credit. Somebody might catch a long one.
I'll take the under on 250. How about that?
It's
the same thing.
I'm going out on a limb.
Yeah.
All right, you got me on something. All
Let me
right, so
hit that pen, B.
enough of the fucking quarterbacks. Pretty trash out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going over the tight ends real quick. Not gonna spend too much time.
Yeah, I didn't even make
Hunter
a
Henry's
list.
back, baby.
Oh yeah.
He's back.
Hey, for all you playmakers out there, if for some reason some fuck idiot right now dropped Henry, just go put a claim on him, or even go blow all your fab for real. Because
No, if you know
tight
if you're
end
a friend-
landscape
if you're
is
a friend
so.
of the show and you really listen, you already have
Yeah.
Henry. because
Yeah, we done told
you
y'all
in,
like 3
last
weeks ago.
Waivers, we told you to grab him. So hopefully you listen. If you didn't,
If you're a Chris Herndon
Shame on you.
motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying, we're sorry for that. We did
no,
vouch for that.
he should have been in shape. He should have been in shape.
It's
He
true.
was bullshitting. He pulled a hammy.
Coming off
That's
the
not our fault.
Coming off a suspension for PEDs. Come on, you're supposed to be juiced to the gills.
Come on, bro. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at the list. Right off the bat, I see Evan Ingram down here at 13th on the consensus. If he's playing, you bump that fuck up. That's what that's Arizona. Why is he 13th? I don't think he's playing.
I didn't even rank tight ends.
I know. So that's why I'm just looking at the list here.
Oh no, I didn't even make I didn't even send you a. I said I figured we'd just go over some streaming options because the guys that are owned. If Evan Ingram plays, he's number one.
Oh, for sure. He's in there, but they got him ranked pretty low. There.
You know why they have him ranked that low? Because
fuck the rankings, right? He's owned.
He's not. Well, streaming option. I'm gonna go back to the Noah Fant. Well, he might be
Noah can't.
He's playing against the Chiefs.
I don't know if that matters.
T.J. Hawkinson had a game against the Chiefs. He's kind of
trash, and Joe Flacco.
So is
maybe he's not trash, but Joe Flacco is.
Fells had a game against the Chiefs.
All right, you're going to go ahead and stamp Noah Fant. That's
a streaming option.
That's very fair.
Because by definition, a streaming option, it means he's readily available.
Right. 100%.
We're not going to Jamaican horns that.
100%. Dawson Knox, my guy. Fort Knox.
I like that one.
Fort Knox at Miami.
That is the streaming option.
That's your favorite one?
Of the week. Because they're playing against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are like fighting the Cardinals to be the worst against the tight end. Like literally.
Yeah, no. It's I mean, I think it's a good call. You can easily just get a touchdown. It's all touchdown. He's not gonna have a huge yardage.
And you're hella happy out of your tight end.
Absolutely. What about I like Eric Ebron. What do you think of that? He's kind of out there.
Him and they run.
It's a dart.
They notoriously run 2 tight end sets, so at least you know your guys out there to get.
And he's a red zone. He's their red zone.
Same thing with Jack Doyle. Same thing with Jack. I feel the same way about Jack Doyle.
They have T.J. Hawkinson ranked 10th on here. Why? That's done. You can cut ties with that,
because
right?
you could attack. I mean, the one
Minnesota?
spot you attack Minnesota with is through the tight end. It's not like they're super successful at anyone at doing it. But when you look at stat lines against Minnesota's defense, usually the guy producing is a fucking.
This shit ended. And we only have 4 viewers. Hey, it's all good.
Hey, that's cool.
Does that shit even record?
Yeah, we're recording.
We're recording. Okay, cool.
Yeah, come on, what the hell?
My bad.
Don't break character. We're still in motion.
Live in effect.
Yeah,
baby.
hey, shout out to everybody that joined us on the IG Live. You know what I'm saying? Follow us at the GMM Network for all you listeners on the YouTube.
That's right, baby. Check us out.
Hit that subscribe.
All right,
Smash
tight
the
ends.
like.
There's like Jimmy Graham might be out there, but he's probably owned most leagues. There's not many streamers, so I mean. There's not many guys to talk about. Darren Fells, you like Darren Fells?
I mean, yeah, why not go back to the well, right? I mean, if we're talking about all kind of dice rolls, you throw him in the mix along with the Eric Ebrons of the world and the Jack Doyles and
Trey Burton. Can he do anything against New Orleans?
You know what?
The gas said enough. The gas said enough. All right, we're done with tight ends. You're in trouble if you didn't plan for this.
Yep, defense.
Play for a touchdown. Get your darts out. Defense, yep. There's only a few. Obviously, Buffalo's number one. At San Francisco, those are top 2 plays. As for streamers, you know what I mean. What you got anything off the top of your head?
Streamers that are readily available. To be honest, I'd say Arizona.
I kind of like that one too.
You know what I mean? With the return of Patrick Peterson and you have a rookie quarterback on the other side, I would not think the same. It's not the same scenario to be like, oh well, then the Giants. No. Because for one thing that and this is predicated on if there is no Saquon Barkley.
What about New York Giants D? No?
That's why I said you could do the same thing on the flip side, but I wouldn't because this is an offense that's starting to look like what they were talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you know what they did last week? They went like the first 4 weeks running hella 4 wide receiver sets, running like 70 plays a game. Now they're dwindled down to around like 55 to 60 plays a game. But they're doing like 2 tight end sets, 2 running back sets. They're showing all kind of shit now. And then all these different design runs for Kyler. Like, I'm not trying to play a defense against that because you want more passing opportunities, which is what I think Danny Dimes is going to be doing. He's going to be trying to drop dimes because I have the Cardinals in the like. Okay, how about this? Byron Murphy is kind of legit. He's going to be, now he's not the number 1 corner. He's the number 2 opposite Patrick Peterson now. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone was raping that secondary option. Okay, how about this? What kind of game did Julio have? 100 and something, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but you would think he should have had like one of them Julio games, right?
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah, because Byron Murphy's not that bad. So now you're going to have Byron Murphy on one side and then Patrick Peterson on the other. Granted that Patrick Peterson comes back juiced to the gills like I expect.
He might pull a hammy. He might
Fresh
pull a
off
Chris
of
Herndon.
PEDs. Yeah, but see, here's the thing is, Chris Herndon is one of those guys that's like a monster of a man, a larger man. You have to be conditioning all the time. Someone like Patrick Peterson, who's like, in high regard, like held to high regard, like his standards, you know what I'm saying? He's in shape, bro. Because you know why, too? He's bent on getting traded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's ready to go.
He's bent on getting
back.
traded.
He's
I mean,
back though. All
man,
right,
maybe.
Let's see. So as for defense,
So I'm just saying. With all that said, I think he's gonna come back and play.
I like the Arizona call, especially because they're out there in every
Exactly.
league. You can get them if you're desperate. You need
And
something.
and especially what I mean, because there is the little part in every playmaker that loves style points, and that is man style points right there. But that doesn't help you. Style points don't help you win. But when it comes through, it's like your opponent was like, damn, this motherfucker. When he looks at you, oh, this nigga's stupid. Arizona? That motherfucker's stupid. And then
Something might happen.
because here's the thing too, is like they do actually have a pass rush. Oh, succotash. They do have some type of pass rush nowadays. And they've been religiously keeping 8 men in the box to stop a run. So it's like not if it's Saquon, I totally changed my for real.
Yeah.
Because if Saquon's back, just like I said with any
kill him.
hamstring, if the guy's back, he's got to be ready. The hamstrings are so dangerous to bring them back early. I'm on the side of things where coaches
Saquon wasn't
should,
a hamstring though. You know.
Oh, my bad. High ankle. It's still the same. It's any kind of sprain is just nicer. It's a nicer way. It's a saying slight tear. You know what I mean? You know that,
straight
right?
from the medical department.
Yeah, it's like
and we
a
are the
sprain.
head up here at the GML.
Sprain is a splight. Yes, I passed med school, but not English.
Nope. But we'll take it. All right. So as for defenses, I don't really see any other real deep plays there.
I mean, if you
Pretty
want
beat
to,
up. Houston, maybe you might be able to get away with Houston or NDD. Dallas or Detroit, Seattle, maybe. I don't like Seattle or Baltimore D in that matchup. Seems like it's gonna be a shootout game.
yeah, I mean,
I don't see many defensive plays.
I know it's so tough, man.
I don't like that game.
Because you know why? The
Kansas
best
City
plays.
Kansas City D might be a good play at Thursday.
Yeah, it's Flacco.
That's right. Yeah.
Look at the best plays are always, the ones that are owned already. In this case, Tennessee's in a good spot.
A lot of leagues that Buffalo is not on.
Buffalo,
but they're out there. That's number one D. If you see them out there on the free agents, you get them this week for sure. That's your number one. That's like a top waiver claim right there. Easy. So you know what I mean.
But it's tough, man. It's a tough week on it. Even look, the rankings kind of speak for itself. I like it when I see ECR though, and I'm usually ahead of ECR and everything, like higher than things on ECR. But I like that I'm never.
We have more. We have
far.
insider information here at the GM.
That's true.
You know that.
We know some guys. And if
calls.
we don't know the guy, he knows the guy.
Knows the guy for sure.
Or the homegirl, her man's in them.
All that.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
Well, you know what? This was another great debate, Goo.
Yep.
That was a really good one.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
We're on top of things today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy over here. Just want to let everyone know my boy, the Bogey. He's hard at work all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Got mad love and respect for you, bro. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? We take.
You know what?
We take.
I love you,
We
Goo.
love it. You know.
Let's just proclaim it on there.
There's nothing but love. There's nothing but love. But
I love the Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying?
Get money.
I love the hostile crowd. You know what I'm saying? But we also love you playmakers. Shout out to all the playmakers. Follow us at the GMM Network. Follow me at Bogart Scott Free World. Follow my esteemed colleague at the Guru 408. Thanks again to our sponsor, Milk and Honey. Thanks. Feel better. Let's check out that live joint.
Owen was saying something. We was ignoring him. He said, "Let's check that out."
That's why we need a guy.
Forever Faithful 9. Oh, Big Pooty was in there for a minute. Yeah, it was just one dude.